Today was the start of our little getaway in Paris, and little did we know that for the next 10 days, we'd be living the dream. We were also excited to begin such a trip after 2 years when the thought of leaving could not escape the dreamland. Upon arrival at our hotel in the heart of Marais, we set down our bags and promptly made our way to the nearby cafe, Corette, where we ordered a few pastries and bread to breathe life back into our systems. I absolutely loved today because while my mom and her friends were busy shopping away, I explored the city more with Jason. With our curiosity about a foreign city came the lack of abundant funds, so we just grabbed a croissant and Corette and headed out. We eventually made our way to the gorgeous Seine River and admired the serenity of the entire city reflected. After passing by Pierre Hermé, we obviously had to pick up a little box of these macarons. And my god, you had to be there to smell the aroma of these perfect little treats. We then made our way to Shakespeare and Company to do my brother a solid and pick him up a few books to read. They didn't allow cameras or photography of any kind, but oh well. I think it was at this point that my feet started to hurt from walking around in boots, so I picked up a crepe in a nearby stand and ate macarons while overlooking the river. Nothing like romanticizing life to distract myself from the pain below.
Call me when you're free and we can start our own party. So let's go live it up like it's 1999. My kind of party, no drinking, just conversations and thinking. I like to know what you're thinking, but I'm kinda shy. I don't look it. I saw the chance and I took it.
And what is Paris without its croissants? I made it a mission to hit all the iconic pastry shops in the city, but this was my favorite. I saw the specific shop all over TikTok, so I knew I had to try it. Thankfully, it wasn't as packed as I would have imagined, and we managed to snag a few pastries to go. Our favorite was the croissant au framboise. It was so flaky and sweet and the most beautiful shade of pink.
Just can't control the way you feel with me, but I can tell that somebody else is on your mind while you're still on mine.
Another highlight was this. Visiting the House of Dior must have been on every girl's Parisian to-do list as the line was sprawling around the building. Thanks to an online reservation, we were able to visit with no hassle. As I look back, the only words that come to mind are overwhelming and magnificent, as each section of the museum highlights one of France's most iconic maisons de couture. It was such a magical experience, with all the stunning gowns from years past and present on display. Something similar to a fashion show merged with a visit to Disneyland.
But you're not looking back, living in a hazy world. I just can't control the way you make me dance.
This was their in-house cafe where everything was just as perfect as the museum itself. We especially loved their caramel cookies served in a cute bamboo steamer.
When the night is over, say you just can't control the
Another item on my Paris bucket list was to visit Marché des Enfants Rouges. We kinda got sidetracked by the local stalls outside selling scarves and jewelry, but we eventually made our way inside. As someone who loves cooking, seeing all the fresh produce made me so happy. We each got freshly pressed juice as a refreshing cleanse from all the rich foods we've been eating. It was gone in minutes.
your mind while you're still on mine.
The next day was our ultimate walking tour. We first visited Palais Royal, located in the first arrondissement. The architecture all around us was just so beautiful, with its history completely preserved. I admired all the young artists who set up camp on the palace grounds and were just trying to capture the brilliance in front of them. And this whole tree line just reminded me of the scene in Emily in Paris. It plays very well into the whole living in a movie experience. After more walking around, discovering the charming nooks and crannies of the city, we had lunch at this cute and very patriotic looking bistro, which I'm guessing is named after the French military commander Napoleon Bonaparte. We had steak tartare and French onion soup while enjoying the view of the Abbey Church.
Perfection.
It's been so long, you've been so tough, you've kept it up, you've kept me up, been standing tall, keeping strong, and I'm doing well, I'm eating more, and though you might think that you're someone, and though you've been in your time. And though you've been in your time, you need someone to
between France and England, between milieu, do you know what means Renaissance? It was still the case in the
Today was pretty much our last full day in the city, but we couldn't leave without adding some culture to the trip, so we visited the Musée d'Orsay. It was so cool that this place stood formerly as a railway station, and I loved all the art pieces, but these in particular stood out the most. This painting by Van Gogh in particular caught my eye because the colors were just so vivid, and how it was painted almost brought it past its frame and into moving space. When my mom was snacking in the cafe, I snuck away to explore the second floor of the museum and was at awe with the amount of natural sunlight that poured through the glass ceilings. Oh, and here's me trying to be mysterious and aesthetic while walking alone. Like those in Palais Royal, there were a handful of kids just sitting down with a pencil of paper and each other sketching out their surroundings. Okay, but this is another painting that I love because it was just so different from the others, and the way the artist captured raw emotion was just amazing. So after the museum, my mom and I separated so that I could hit one more stop with Jason before we leave the next day. We took the subway and the immense staircase leading up to Sacré-Cœur. They said the view would make all those stairs worth it, but I couldn't agree.
Tears fall at last. I see my past like it's still around. But am I happy now? Am I happy now? Are you happy now? Pictures might last.
Actually, I love Montmartre more because I could feel the energy that was so electric and full of life. Someone was playing the accordion, people were painting while others were getting painted, crowds were being dispersed among petite bistros, laughing and drinking wine, and many other signs of culture were present. I even stopped by a little fruit stand and bought a fresh handful of strawberries and figs. It was amazing. Fruits on hand, Jason and I took a single lime scooter and made our way home. It was eventful to say the least.
With the pomegranates.
This is also long.
I know.
Wow, what a parking spot.
Oh,